welcome to the first episode of the podcast. If you don't know who I am, I'm Gwen.
I'm the Alpha.
This is Coffee Talk with Gwen and the Alpha. It's well known amongst me and my friends that me and Alpha are big fans of anything paranormal, spooky, creepy, anything horrifying in that sense. So, as a late Halloween episode, we're only a week late, it's fine. We're gonna read scary stories to tell in the dark today.
Love that for us. Yeah.
Take a couple breaks to goof off every now and then, but that's just how we work.
When are we, specifically you, never goofing off or giggling? You know what I'm saying? That's just how things roll.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, we're gonna get into the first story, which is called The Big Toe. Disgusting. Gross as shit, but we're gonna read it anyways. Okay. The Big Toe. Boy was digging at the edge of the garden when he saw a big toe. He tried to pick it up, but it was stuck to something. So he gave it a good hard jerk. It came off at his hand. Then he heard something groan and scamper away. The boy took the toe into the kitchen and showed it to his mother. Looks nice and plump, she said. I'll put it in the soup and we'll have it for supper. That night, his father carved the toe into 3 pieces. And they each had a piece. Then they did the dishes, and when it got dark, they went to bed. The boy fell asleep almost at once, but in the middle of the night, a sound awakened him. It was something out in the street. It was a voice that was calling to him. Where is my toe? It groaned. When the boy heard that, he got very scared, as one naturally does. But he thought, it doesn't know where I am. It'll never find me. Then he heard the voice once more, and now it was closer. Where is my toe? It groaned. The boy pulled the blanket over his head and closed his eyes. I'll go to sleep, he thought. When I wake up, it'll be gone. But soon he heard the back door open, and again he heard the voice. Where is my toe? It groaned. Then the boy heard footsteps move through the kitchen, to the dining room, to the living room, to the front hall. Then they slowly climbed the stairs. Closer and closer they came. Soon they were in the upstairs hall. Now they were outside his door. Where is my toe? The voice groaned. His door opened. Shaking with fear, he listened as the footsteps slowly moved through the dark towards his bed. Then they stopped. Where is my toe? The voice groaned. You've got it!
What the fuck?
Yeah, it says to point, pause, then jump to the person next to me and shout that you've got it. I don't
Oh
know. It's
no,
in
I've got the
parentheses.
toe.
Whatever Alvin Schwartz says, I'm gonna listen to. Yeah, there's an alternate ending. When the boy hears the voice calling for its toe, he finds a strange-looking creature inside the chimney. The boy is so frightened he can't move. He just stands there and stares at it. Finally, he asks, "What you got such big eyes for?" The creature answers, "To look at you through and through." "What you got such big claws for?" "To scratch up your grave." "What you got such a big mouth for?" "To swallow you whole." "What you got such sharp teeth for?" "To chomp your bones." As you give the last line, pounce on one of your friends, which we're not going to do that. We're not going to pounce on each other like wild animals. Alright?
Yeah, no, gross.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of things that need to be broken down here. Like, why the fuck why are they so normal about it? They act like getting a toe from their garden is a normal fucking thing. Are we harvesting toes?
Gotta normalize the toe patch in the garden, you know what I'm saying? Gotta do what you gotta do.
I wonder if this is just like a daily occurrence to them. They just throw their toes and put them in stew.
Yeah. Timmy! Get back in the garden! We need another toe! Mama can't afford to get this fucking beef! Don't forget about the toenail shavings, Brenda. Yeah, don't forget the toenail shavings on it! That gives it extra flavor. Shit! Take a picture of it first. Need to sell it on Feet Finder. Yeah, your papa needs some gambling money.
But, oh my god. Yeah, and then they sell it on the black market for like $5 a pic. $5 a picture. You can get a picture of this big toe they found in their garden.
I
Yeah.
heard it was way popular than ankle pictures back in the day. I wonder if ankle photos was like the Victorian era's fucking OnlyFans. They put it on the billboard. Come buy a picture from me. I got pictures of my ankles. Very scandalous. Sometimes my collarbones. You know.
Oh, well, that's fiddle-faddle. Come on, Brenda. I take pictures of my kneecaps. Oh, God. I'm so scandalous.
You harlot! Pictures of your kneecaps! Don't tell me you're showing them your earlobes and shoulders, too.
Oh, times are hard, Brenda. You don't understand with your rich boyfriend. In these slums, I run them. And I shall run them with pictures of my kneecaps and earlobes. Thank you very much.
We'll be right back after this break. Hey, looking for something different this holiday season? Death Beyond the Sea takes your grandma's Christmas favorites for a swim in the deep end. Their new Christmas album, Happy Holidays from the South Side, it's queer-owned, women-powered, holiday-approved. I say it's worth a listen. Go check it out.
Hey, Alpha here. If you're liking the beat you're hearing right now, this is Plants Over People on YouTube. Check them out. They made our intro for a podcast, actually. They're a really cool person. Give it a listen.
Hey, it's Gwen. If you're in need of a new true crime podcast, hop on over on Spotify and go to The Horror of Reality. It's actually my other podcast where I talk about truth, crime, and everything horror related. Give it a listen. And we're back. Hope you're ready for another story, because
There's more of them.
this is a whole chapter book full of them. We're not going to read all of them, obviously.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I wouldn't put you through that.
Let's hop into the next one, I guess.
Yeah, we'll start. The Walk. My uncle was walking down a lonely dirt road one day. He came upon a man who was walking down that road. That man looked at my uncle. My uncle looked at that man. The man was scared of my uncle. My uncle was scared of that man. They kept on walking, and it began to get dark. The man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. The man was very scared of my uncle, and my uncle was very scared of that man. But they kept on walking, and they came to a big woods. It was getting darker. The man looked at my uncle, and my uncle looked at the man. The man was really scared of my uncle. My uncle was really scared of that man. But they kept on walking, and deep down into the woods they went. It was getting darker, and the man looked at my uncle, and the uncle looked at my man. The man was terribly scared of my uncle. My uncle was terribly scared of...
Is that what they told you to put in there?
Yeah, the book said to scream, but I just put in a scream sound effect because I'm not doing that.
That's surreal.
I like the use of repetitiveness. I feel like that makes it a little bit more eerie.
Agreed.
Because they're following each other and they're obviously scared.
Who wouldn't be, honestly?
Yeah.
That didn't really send shivers down my spine, but let's move on to the next one.
Next story, I suppose. Okay. What do you come for? There was an old woman who lived all by herself. She was very lonely. Sitting in the kitchen one night, she said, "Oh, wish I had some company." No sooner had she spoken than down the chimney tumbled 2 feet from which the flesh had rotted. The old woman's eyes bulged with terror. Then 2 legs dropped to the hearth and attached themselves to the feet. Then a body tumbled down, the 2 arms and a man's head. As the old woman watched, the parts came together into a great gangling man. The man danced around and around the room. Faster and faster he went. He stopped and looked into her eyes. "What do you come for?" she asked in a small voice that shivered and shook. "What I come for?" he said. "I come for you."
Yeah, I'm here for you. God.
"Yeah, what the fuck, Brenda?"
Little did Brenda know that's her long-lost son.
"Oh, Timmy, bless his heart."
Yeah, that's Timmy. She put him up for adoption like a couple years ago.
"Truly a sad tale.
He just wants to meet his real mom.
Brings a tear to my eye when I think about it.
Jeez, Brenda.
May she rot in hell.
The worst. Why don't you sleep with yourself?
Bless her heart. I want to pray for her.
Preach it, sister.
How could she abandon that poor baby like
There's a
that?
special place in hell for people like her.
Hallelujah. Amen."
On to the last story, I guess.
Let me scroll to find an extra scary one. Alright, I found one. It's called The Guests. A young man and his wife were on a trip to visit his mother. Usually they arrived in time for supper. They'd gotten a late start. Now it was getting dark. So they decided to look for a place to stay overnight and go on in the morning. Just off the road they saw a small house in the wood. "Maybe they rent rooms," the wife said. So they stopped to ask. An elderly man and woman came to the door. They didn't rent rooms, they said, but they would be glad to have them stay overnight as their guests. They had plenty of room and they would enjoy the company. The old woman made coffee and brought out some cake. The 4 of them talked for a while. Then the young couple were taken to their room. They again explained that they wanted to pay for this, but the old man said he would not accept any money. The young couple got up early the next morning before their hosts had awakened. On the table near their front door, they left an envelope with some money in it for the room. Then they went on to the next town. They stopped in a restaurant and had breakfast. When they told the owner where they had stayed, he was shocked. That can't be, he said. That house burned to the ground and the man and the woman who lived there died in the fire. The young couple could not believe it, so they went back to the house, only now there was no house. All they found was a burned out shell. They stood staring at the ruins, trying to understand what had happened. Then the woman screamed. In the rubble was a badly burned table, like the one they had seen by the front door. On the table was the envelope they had left that morning.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, I like that one. That was pretty creepy. Like, imagine staying somewhere and getting to know the people, and then you find out they're both fucking dead. You're friends with ghosts.
Yeah, it's like Casper the Ghost. Isn't that the whole plot of the movie?
Oh, hey, Casper. Hey, Brenda. How was your day? Oh, it was great. I'm still feeling the effects from the fire at the family reunion. It burns. Huh?
It burns and itches.
Ooh, spooky.
I think I have ghost AIDS.
Specifically HIV, but for ghosts. What is it, goids? I have goids.
I should have never touched that mysterious crack pipe by the bonfire.
I really regret doing that crack. I think it belonged to Uncle Jimmy. That probably explains everything.
Oh, my asshole burns.
I think he was snorting his own semen.
That's so fucking gross. I should have never touched it.
Also, Bertha's mashed potatoes had no seasoning. Tell that bitch to find out what garlic is like.
I'm gagging from the grave.
Even just salt. My God, woman, are you afraid of seasoning? What is this white people shit?
Oh, Bertha.
They should really get her into culinary school.
Indubitably.
Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening in or even watching the semi-visual one on YouTube. And again, I'm Gwen.
I'm the Alpha.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you again, Plants for People, for this awesome intro. Stay Sigma, bitches. Bye.